Okay, today I have another thrift store find, but this one is actually from a different thrift store. I found a really cool one in Soddy Daisy, and I was so excited to find it because look at this little wooden shelf. Isn't it the cutest thing? You can see right here, I'm going to start out by using the Waverly paint, chalk paint in the pool color. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you on these wood pieces, I would highly recommend that you would get like some kind of an old towel and some alcohol and just wipe over it really good to remove any of the oils or residue that might be on it. I did not do that on this one, and it was really kind of bleeding through. I actually ended up doing, I think, 3 coats of paint because it just kept bleeding through. Normally I do that, but for some reason I just forgot to do it on this one. But you can see this is a really cute little shelf. There's so many different things that you could do with this. Put it in the bathroom, in the kitchen for spices. You could put it in a bedroom. It's just a really good piece to have. And but like I said, make sure these wood pieces that you clean them off. It will really just help you out in the long run. And I'm applying paint in the back there, and I'm not really sure. I'm probably knowing at this moment I'm gonna cover that up, but you never know until you're actually finished. So I thought, well, go ahead and paint it. That way, if I decide not to, it'll be done. But like I said, I probably did maybe 3 coats on this, but it turned out really good. It had a really good finish. Now I've got it on there, it's all dry, and I'm using the Waverly white chalk paint just to kind of put a little bit of some distressing on there, just to kind of, I always love to add the white. It just kind of brightens it up to me around the edges, just to kind of highlight some of the curves. It just really makes it pop. So I'm going to add some white, and you can see right there at the top of that, it's kind of broken at the top of that shelf, but we are going to fix that. You will see it in the end of the video, and it is absolutely adorable. So yes, that is kind of broken right there, but I knew I was going to have to do something with it when I bought it, but I thought that would be an easy fix, and the shelf was so cute, I didn't want to pass it up. Also, I will remind you to think about your size of your shelves, because I didn't, and I will say this one is a little tricky. The shelves are kind of narrow, so it was really it's difficult to find stuff to go on the shelves that will fit. So just keep that in mind too, depending on where you want to put it. Just an important tip. I wish somebody would have told me. Now I'm just going to take and sand it a little bit. I kind of like to distress the edges, the curves a little bit, and also blend that white in so that it doesn't just jump out at you. I love these little sanding blocks. There'll always be a link in the comment section of my videos that where you can purchase those. They're awesome if you do a lot of sanding. They're just so handy to have. Now the next thing I'm going to add is the elephant shade of Waverly chalk paint. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of depth to it. I kind of like to work in layers and just do it as I go. Just paint a little bit, sand a little bit, then see how it looks before I move on. I use the blow dryer to get all that dust out of there, and now I've decided that I am going to put some scrapbook paper in the back of those shelves. I wanted something to kind of brighten it up, kind of give it a little bit of a pop, and I figured out where I wanted to put it. So I'm going to make this to go probably in my workroom or maybe in my bathroom. I'm not 100% sure about that. Now, don't laugh when you see this because my little cutter is so dull. I need a new blade. As you can see, I have to do this like 100 times to cut paper. One of these days, I'll fix that. Okay, now I'm using some Mod Podge, and I'm going to put it in the back so that my scrapbook paper will stick really good in there. And then this is just water in this spray bottle. I like to mist my paper with a little bit of water. It does wonders. It will help it to not bubble. It doesn't wrinkle up as bad. It just stays it dries smoother. That's a great little tip if you do a lot of Mod Podging. Try that next time if you never have. I think you will really be able to tell the difference. Now it's just a matter of kind of working this around. It was a little difficult measuring this. You would think, oh, you get the first one done and just cut it the same size for the next one. Did not work that way because it is an old shelf and they're not the same size. So it was a little fun. I had to do it a couple of times, but finally got it all measured out good. Adding some Mod Podge to this bottom one and gonna get that bottom back covered up. Again, spraying a little bit of water. It just takes a little. You don't want to get it too wet because it may cause your design to smear, so you just barely want to mist it. Putting the last piece in there, and you know what? If you cut it just right and you are very careful when you put it together, you can never tell where the pieces were put together. Now I'm going to put just one layer on the top of it just to kind of seal it real good. Make sure that it does stay down and doesn't end up peeling up on me later. Those foam brushes are awesome to have. Working with Mod Podge. I love them. But also be careful to not get too much Mod Podge. Now there is the little thing I told you about that was awesome. Look at that. It's a clip. A clip. I got that at Hobby Lobby and I fell in love with it, and it was perfect to fix that little broken spot. It's like it was made just for that. A little clip. I mean, my gosh, it doesn't get much easier than that. Look at that. Transformed it instantly. I love it. I really love how that turned out. I'm very pleased with it. And there it is, sitting on my dresser, all decorated. Once again, I love how it turned out. Thanks for watching.